Hey everyone, Ben here, returning from a month away from online sim racing of any kind and sharing some lessons from my very first race back. Now, lesson 1 begins immediately in practice, where to my surprise, I'm really struggling to keep the car on track. It seems my time in AMS2 and F123 has not served me well over the last few weeks. It isn't a track that I know super well, but even considering that, I'm having to relearn braking and turn-in techniques, and overall I'm just pushing too hard throughout. It means I spend most of my practice time facing the wrong way, or worse, in the barrier, not improving my race pace. All of which means that when it comes to qualifying, we have to settle for P20 on a grid of 23 cars in a 2.7k split. Most drivers did set a lap time, so this is my representative pace, and I massively have my work cut out for me to salvage something from this race. So time for lesson 2, my racecraft is not what it was. As we barrel down to T1, there's the usual collisions which at least initially I'm able to avoid, picking up some free positions in the process. We're into T2 and T3 and you can see the Porsche up ahead gets a big slide on. I have to come to the inside anticipating he may slide straight off. I hit the brakes early but not early enough, and we come together with the Porsche driver who's swinging in to take the racing line. Now hands up, I'm at fault here, and I sent Nacho Munoz, the other driver, an apology after the race. But it is a tricky one to judge on lap 1. The track is congested. I did try and get the car slowed down, but with cold brakes I ultimately misjudged it, and I just catch the rear corner of Munoz's car. He might have given me a bit more space on the inside on lap 1, but realistically he won't have had a spotter message to say I'm alongside him, so he's within his rights to take the corner. With a bit more recent seat time, I don't think this is a mistake that I would make. My instincts would be sharper and I'd have just gotten on the brakes that bit earlier, even if it meant giving up a position to the car on my outside. Luckily, after that earlier collision, I did manage to get to settle into something of a rhythm, but then lesson number 3 kicks in. Look at these side-by-side shots, which highlight how much time I'm giving up by taking very cautious and conservative lines through corners. I'm losing loads of corner speed compared to the driver just ahead of me here by not utilising the full width of the track. But in cockpit, I'm really wary of getting tyres up on the grass and repeating the mistakes of my practice session. You can see it again here through the double right-hander at Oak Tree, as I'm just trying to get back up to speed after a break. This caution does though serve me well in another sense. I avoid pushing too hard and causing the kind of accident that you can see here, which gives me another few positions in the race. And because of collisions like that, when I got to the checkered flag, I did bring home a 13th place finish, which given I was car 15 isn't too bad. I even gained iRacing and safety rating, even if I still feel bad for the Munoz incident earlier in the race. But overall, I came away from this session feeling like I need much more practice to get back up to speed and be competitive again. To help, I think I might go and watch some of my previous race videos to remind myself that I can actually do this. You can join me if you like by clicking the video on screen now.